how many niche fragrances can you not live without and you have to buy again? These are mine. Hey fragrance family, I'm Dave and I'm a fragrance bro. Of course, your best source for everything fragrance related. Today I have a video about niche fragrances that I would buy again because they are that good and I cannot live without these. Now, of course, if you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe down below and click that little bell so you get a notification every time I make an upload. Now, I have no idea if someone has done this idea before, but it just hit me the other day. I'm gonna have to refill some bottles soon. So today I'm gonna do a video on the niche fragrances that I have to rebuy. Now there's a lot of bottles here, which is getting me a little bit scared for my pocketbook. These are all really good, and some of these are really expensive. Like many people, I've gone through a lot of fragrances. I don't keep everything, but these are the ones that are always gonna stay. Now let's start with the creeds. First on the list is Original Santal, and this is the one that got me thinking because I sprayed it not too recently, and I don't have much left. Now this is a decant. This is not an original bottle by any means. Great warm, spicy scent. One of my wife's favorite scents. So yeah, love this, gotta keep it. Next is Royal Oud. This is another one of my favorites, and I've gone through about half of this from this 75 ml bottle. And really love this, of course, oud and kind of a spicy, woody type of scent. I really love it. It's one of my go-tos, especially when I go to a wedding. It's one of only a couple that I really consider for going for a nice wedding, but also too, it's just really nice and manly. It's one of the few scents from Creed that is not overtly fresh, though it has kind of a fresh edge, but it's a really pleasant, manly, woody scent that is awesome. And of course, Green Irish Tweed. Now this is the 75 ml bottle again. Some people have noticed that it's not the black bottle, and that's because this is not the 4-ounce bottle. Again, I've gone through about half of it, which makes me nervous because this is probably one of my favorite fragrances of all time. Probably my signature scent if I have one, and it's that good. Really green, fresh scent that is the essence of class and manliness. It's what I want my kids to remember me by. It's what I wear a lot around them. It means a lot to me as a dad and as a husband and a family man. So Green Irish Tweed is gonna be on here forever. I will buy 1,000,000 bottles of this if I have to. It's that good. And that's it for Creed. Say what you want. Next is Dior, and then we're gonna go with Ombre Nuit as the first one, which is a wonderful amber scent, which is more ambergris, also with rose and some pepper in here. Always reminds me of spring and especially Easter time, and I love it for that. I always wear it Easter every year, and that's one reason why I have to keep this forever, but it's so, so good. One of the most unique scents that I have. Smells like nothing else, and it is a compliment magnet. Next from Dior is Bois d'Argent, and I love this one as well. It's a great kind of powdery floral myrrh scent with iris and myrrh, and is wonderful. Again, this is another one that lasts forever. It's another one that I always consider with a wedding, especially in the fall and winter. And again, is another compliment magnet. Everyone loves this on me every time I wear it. So yeah, Bois d'Argent, incredible. All right, next let's go Tom Ford, and the only Tom Ford I have on this list is Oud Wood. And this is a decant, of course. Oud Wood is a wonderful oud scent that is oudy, but not in the most strict way that you could think. It has this kind of almost medicinal quality, and they pair that with a really great vetiver and wood and pepper in there, which makes it just a really nice kind of sheer hot type of scent. So I love wearing this, especially after Thanksgiving season. I really like to wear this a lot. So it works great in the fall in that kind of cool weather there. Man, every time I smell this, I just fall in love. Oud Wood is incredible. All right, next let's go with Imaginary Authors. And first on the list is Sundrunk. And Sundrunk is one of their newest ones. And this one is a great kind of sour grapefruit type of scent with a lot of different other notes on here, like honeysuckle and rhubarb. A wonderful scent. I love it a lot. It has just kind of a fresh, orangey, citrusy type of smell. It's really sour and tart, and I love that, especially about this. Not a lot of fragrances out there that have that, and this is one of them. It doesn't last a long time, but it lasts long enough, and it's great for summer. Really love this a lot. Next is St. Julep. St. Julep is an amazing fresh scent that is based on a mint julep type of fragrance. So it has that kind of minty, a little bit of booziness in there and kind of sweet quality that a mint julep has. It's wonderful. It reminds me a lot of Boston. I wear this a lot when I go to the Boston area every summer. It's another one that is just a real winner from Imaginary Authors. One of my favorites, of course, and is one that I cannot live without. It's that good. And of course, Memoirs of a Trespasser, easily my favorite from them. One of their best sellers. What can I say about this? Just one of the best vanillas of all time. It's got myrrh and vanilla and benzoin. It's got this kind of almost roasted wood like quality in there. It's so good. And I wear it a lot in the fall, a lot. When fall hits, when I wear this, I feel like it is actually fall. Like it's not fall yet until I wear Memoirs of a Trespasser. All right, next are 3 from the House of Luban. And I actually just recently got these, and I'm just amazed at what Luban has done, especially with these fragrances. But I love Luban. Luban is becoming one of my favorite houses. And the first one is, of course, Corrigan. It's the smell of a caramel forest. And if you don't know what that means, you've got to try it. Oh, so good. Next is Akkad, and this is part of the same kind of release that Corrigan was in, kind of an oriental line. And Akkad is an amber scent, and I'm actually gonna have a review of this coming soon, so stay tuned for that. It's also got myrrh in there, and it is a very masculine, almost barrel-aged type of amber that I really love. I cannot stop wearing this. So yeah, Akkad is incredible. And next is Idole de Luban, and Idole is a very boozy, rich, almost spicy type of scent. It's kind of in the amber range, but it's more of a boozy type of scent, and it's incredible. This is one of those kind of iconic scents from the House of Luban. So if you've heard of Luban, you've probably already heard of Idole. I love how rich and aromatic and boozy it is. It is unapologetic with what it is, and that's what I love about it. Also, what a cool box too. It's like this kind of faux stingray, so cool. Next 2 are from Slumber House. The first one being, of course, Soba. And Soba, I want to say that I will buy this again when I run out, but I don't know for sure because it may be discontinued forever. I'm not really sure. This has always been really rare from Slumber House. So if it ever comes up again, I'm buying a backup. Even though I'm not totally for buying backups, I have to buy another one if it comes up again. But Soba is incredible. It's that just really weird hops and hay and almost Thanksgiving type of smell that I get. It has almost a dill note. It is almost cranberry-like and sweet potato-like. It's great for the fall. It screams fall for sure. So yeah, Soba. Next is Bach. Bach shares a similar heart to Soba in some ways and is not a replacement for Soba, but it's a kindred spirit. And so for that, I'm grateful. And this is part of his line that will always be there from what I understand. So Bach, I'm definitely get when this is out. But it has kind of that kind of tobacco-y, hay-like quality that Soba has, but it goes in a different direction. And this has almost like a dark chocolate, almost coconutty type thing in there as well. So I get like the Mounds or Almond Joy type of vibe in here. It's almost edible, but it's not. Maybe that doesn't make sense. I don't know, but it's that good, and I'm gonna buy it again whenever I'm out. Next is 2 from Atelier Cologne. The first one is Cedrat Enivrant. And Cedrat Enivrant is very fresh and lime. It's got mint in there as well. This is phenomenal in the spring. Of course, Atelier Cologne is a cologne style house, so a lot of their fragrances are very fresh and citrusy. This one is one of the best and easily one of the best lime scents. It's so airy and vibrant. It's also very relaxing and peaceful. Reminds me of my daughter, so I really love that. So yeah, Atelier Cologne, it's going on there. Buying it again. Next is Bergamot Soleil. And what can I say except this is the most vibrant of the ones that they have. Bergamot especially. Bergamot, bright bergamot with oak moss in there, and it lasts a long time. It surprised me at how long it lasts. It shares kind of a similar heart between some of the other citrusy fragrances that are with Atelier Cologne. It's just one of the most bright scents out there. It's incredible. It just reminds me of just playing in the sunlight. It's that good. Bergamot Soleil. All right, and all these next ones are kind of runoffs from different houses here. Tea for Two by L'Artisan, easily one of my favorite tea-based fragrances. Kind of a smoked tea, but not too smoky, I think. Some get an ashtray out of this, but I don't at all. The smoke in here does not go too far for me anyway, and it just sits kind of just in this perfect realm. But yeah, tea and vanilla and kind of a spicy quality from like licorice and maybe cinnamon in there. Just a spiced smoked tea with that's sweet, semi-sweet. It's perfect. Eau d'Adrienne Eau de Parfum by Annick Goutal. Definitely get the Eau de Parfum version. There are different versions out there like Eau de Toilette and Eau de Cologne. The Eau de Parfum is the way to go. It's the strongest of the bunch, though this still is not super strong. But what an incredible fragrance, an incredible citrus fragrance, just timeless. This came out in the 80s. And it's one of the best. Lemon reminds me of kind of just this fizzy lemonade. And then the dry down goes into this really musky, beautiful cypress. Oh, it's wonderful. Next is Enchanted Forest from the house of Vagabond Prince. Vagabond Prince is a house that was made by the creators of Fragrantica. And they know their perfumes. And when they made their line is actually incredible. Enchanted Forest is another quintessentially spring-based scent. It reminds me of like that ideal window of time where everyone is going yard sailing. They want to go to yard sales or they want to have yard sales. But yeah, this is that. It reminds me of that, like just fresh cut lawns. None of that is in the scent though. It's based on blackcurrant, and it's a gorgeous blackcurrant scent that is just green and juicy and ripe. Oh, it's amazing. Next is Herod by Parfums de Marly. And what can I say about this? But it's just one of the best tobacco scents out there. It's sweet, cherry, osmanthus, floral, watery, airy tobacco type of scent. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I wear it a lot. Another one of those go-to wedding type of scents or night out type of scents. Absolutely adore this scent. Last but not least is Eccentric 04 by Eccentric Molecules. I've said a lot about them and I have a full review of this as well, but I really love this. This is easily my favorite in their entire line. And I probably get the most compliments out of all these fragrances with this. It's a wonderful citrus scent with some sandalwood in there and kind of this bitter, sour green note in there that just sets everything off. I'm really glad that I still have a lot of this left because I'm gonna have to buy it again when I'm out. With that, I'd like to thank my sponsor, Fragrance X. Fragrance X is an online retailer that sells thousands of legitimate fragrances for a discounted price. If you're considering buying a fragrance, definitely check out Fragrance X. I'll have a link down below to them as well as a coupon. So that is all I have. What are some of the niche fragrances that you can't live without that you will have to buy again when you're done? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know. And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. I love you for it. I'll see you next time. I'm Dave with the Fragrance Bros. Bye.